In this video, we are going to learn some key words to look for when trying to translate situations or sentences into algebraic expressions or equations. For example, if you were told to double your special number, we might recognize by now that that means 2 times n or 2n. And the key there was that word double, that we know that double means 2 times. So we're going to look at what some other words are that can clue us into what operation to use. So we're going to go through the 4 key operations here: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, as well as what might mean equals and what might mean parentheses. So we're going to start with addition. There's going to be a lot of notes here. It's really important that you copy it all down neatly and carefully. So when looking at addition problems, you can write down a little symbol to help you remember. You might see the word add itself. You might see sum. That means the answer to an addition problem. You might see increased by. You might see together. You might see more, or the word and. You might see plus or combined. Now, just because you see those words doesn't mean it's guaranteed that you should be doing addition, but it's a pretty good sign. Let's think about subtraction. Pause for a moment and see if you can write down any words that you think are going to be subtraction words. And then press play and copy down any ones that you missed. How many of these did you write down? Also note that these last 3, when something is less than or fewer or from, those often can mean that you need to do the numbers in reverse order. Not always, just think about it to make sure it makes sense first. All right, now let's think about multiplication and division. Go ahead and pause again and try and write down all the multiplication words that you could think of. How many of these did you figure out? Copy down any ones that you missed, making sure to include that of. That's super, super important, of. And then go ahead and pause and do the same thing for division. How many did you get? This time that per is that really important one that sometimes kids forget. That's a really key word. And then I also thought of one more for multiplication that we should go back and add, and that would be when you see something being for each, right? Like if you have 5 chocolates for each student, then you would multiply the number of students by the number of chocolates. All right, let's think about how to know when to put in an equal sign now. If you run across the word is, sometimes that means an equal sign. Sometimes are means an equal sign, or were, or will be. These ones are kind of hard to tell, but we can put them down anyways. And then parentheses, I'm not sure we'll totally understand this yet, but let's write them down so our notes are complete. If you had something like times the sum of, and then it lists something, or twice the difference of, and of course either of those could be sum or difference, like that, or even just times something and then of something. And we'll talk a lot more about that as time goes on. Those are a little bit more advanced. All right, so let's try out our skills and see if we can do some. 5 more than a number. Write down an expression. Did you write down n plus 5? Good job. Let's do it again. The product of 7 and a number. Did you write 7n or 7 times n? The difference of 15 and a number. Did you write 15 minus n? 8 less than a number. Did you write n minus 8? Notice how the order was different on this one. Because of that than, because of the less than, we put the n first and the minus 8 second. That's what I meant by saying that than and from and fewer often mean to reverse the order. 30 cookies shared by n people, or a certain number of people. You should have written 30 divided by n. Notice the way that's written, shared by n people. That means that the number of people should be represented by the letter n. And finally, a number together with 4 is 20. Here you've got that tricky is showing you an equal sign. So you should have written n plus 4, because it's a number together with 4, is 20, equals 20. All right, now you're going to do one more for your practice problem. All right, for your practice problem, I want you to write an expression or equation to fit this phrase. The quotient of a number and 10 is 5. Give it a try. These are tricky. We'll talk about it in class tomorrow.